Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Alrighty. For my Cancerians. Okay, so we have three cards here. The first card, standstill. Okay. So, I mean, this is a no communication spread, so I'm not really surprised with the standstill card. You could be feeling that things are very complacent at this time, getting very tired of, waiting for some sort of outcome here. And also, I feel like maybe some of you feel that there is something that's very repetitive here, okay, whether it's a cycle, whether it's a behavioral trait, whether it's a thinking pattern. But what I do see is you're getting tired of it, because your next card is purification. Okay, so letting go of what no longer serves you, releasing what no longer serves you from your energy, so that you can make room for what you want. You can make room for what you actually desire here, right? I do feel like this month could be very significant for you guys, okay? Because the flower there is reminding me of May, so it could be some sort of unexpected communication or some sort of clarity that makes you feel more at ease here, okay? So with the relaxation card, you're doing things that make you happy, that make your soul happy, is what I see here. Many of you could be, taking part in some sort of hobby that you enjoyed as a child, but now you're kind of picking back up at it, or you're just taking care of yourself. This could have been a connection where you felt very emotionally drained, Cancer, and you feel like you put your desires on the back burner. So now it's about, okay, what do I want, right? I want to pour into my own cup. I want to, nurture my needs and myself. Okay. At this time, it seems that when you are, kind of taking the time for yourself and nurturing yourself, many people could be wanting your attention here. Specifically this person, they could be reaching out, but you're almost in a space of feeling very overwhelmed, is what I sense. And this is why you're taking time out for yourself. There's a lot that's hidden, in the relaxation card, there's the moon there. So it's like, you're going through something on your own, right? It's emotions that you're dealing with. So whether it's you're feeling empty, you're feeling alone, you're feeling some sort of sorrow, you feel like you are going through it alone, and it makes it that much worse, right? But then you also feel like certain things you have to go through in solitude, right? So there's that fine line between, okay, I want to be alone in order to think about this, but then sometimes it gets, very lonely, or it gets very, repetitive here, right? Especially if you feel like you're just stuck with your thoughts on a daily basis. But I just feel like many of you are choosing to spend more time alone. That's what I'm picking up on. I'm still being drawn to the purification card here. I feel like you're doing a lot of detoxing. Could be, cleaning out the closet here, if you will. But it is one of those things where you're letting go of what no longer serves you. You're really ready for some sort of change, because with your first card being the most powerful, it stands still. So you're getting very, very tired of this stagnant energy, right? You feel like, I don't want to focus on something that's not, essentially progressing for me. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool as well as the Six of Wands. Okay, so this could be someone who is viewing you to be very successful. You could be highly celebrated at this time. You could be in the public eye. But I just see a lot of success surrounding you, a very abundant energy here, and this is how your person perceives you. With the Fool card, I do feel like this is someone who wants to reach out to you kind of on a whim here. It's almost like they don't know what the future holds, but they want to reach out anyways. So the reason why they want to reach out, we have the Five of Pentacles, wanting to come out of a space of separation with you, of course. But with the Temperance, the main reason is to restore some sort of balance in this connection. Okay, this could have been a bond where, leading up to the separation, you had a lot of questions as to why things are transpiring, the way that they are, or you feel like a lot of your questions went unanswered. But what's kind of interesting to me is I see that your person wants to answer your questions now and restore some sort of balance, but for many of you, it may be too late, or you feel like you just don't feel the same way right now. So maybe you feel like your desire for the answers prior was a lot more intense as opposed to now. Maybe you feel like you've had enough time to either let go of this person or this bond, or you feel like, again, you've reevaluated the situation where you view it in a completely different light. Okay, for some of you, you went through a really large transformation. I'm getting 6 to 10 months here. Okay, so maybe think back to what you were doing 6 months ago or 10 months ago, but there's a lot of internal changes here. And again, you're rising above a situation is what I see here. So as I split the deck, guys, we do have the King of Wands. Some of you may be involved with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I just see that this is someone who wants to nurture you, right? The King of Wands, they choose what they want and they nurture, the thing that they want every day. So I feel like this is a connection that your person now wants to give to. I mean, again, with the Temperance there, it's essentially someone who's trying to or wanting to, right, restore some sort of balance. But is it too late? That is the question at hand. Let's see. Three of Swords, yeah. You guys are you guys could have been very hurt by the fact that nothing was happening in this connection. Okay, maybe you guys were in separation with this person, but you felt like they weren't taking the initiative to reach out or they weren't trying to fix things as much as you were. It's almost like you feel like you tried everything in the book, right? And now you're at a point of almost feeling that you no longer have the energy to continue trying here. Three of Swords is a pretty heavy energy, right? It talks about heartache, and then for many of you, the heartache essentially turned into a headache. And I'll tell you why. It's because you were going in circles. It's because there was no solution coming out of it, right? So many of you felt like this is now causing me to feel very trapped in my own mind. And you know what? I don't like this feeling. So I'm going to actively do something to, get out of this mind space here. Again, with the Three of Swords, I feel like this could have been betrayal or you just being upset that this person was not upfront about their emotions. Okay, many of you did not think that you guys would be in separation with this person, or you did not think things would end the way that they did. So that could have definitely took a while for you to overcome. Let's see. I feel like your person is very focused on the hurt here. There's a lot of like thinking about past emotions that were not expressed. So it's either you are involved with an individual who is suppressing their emotions, downplaying their emotions, telling you one thing, doing another, but it's someone who feels like they weren't completely honest with you. They do know that they caused you some sort of hurt. And more than hurt, I feel like it's disappointment here as well for you guys. Because the Three of Swords, yeah, it talks about heartbreak, but the swords are a mental energy. So it affects you on a mental level, right? So it's not just emotions involved. Many of you feel like, mentally, your perspective changed on this person, right? On this bond. You don't view them in the same light. You don't feel the same way about them, right? Your thoughts are no longer clouded. You guys could have went through some sort of wake-up call or there was some sort of clarity that you received that again helped you find a peace of mind here. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel like this is someone who doesn't learn from their mistakes, okay? Could be some sort of age gap here. This person could be younger than you, but I just feel like Cancer, for some of you, it's an energy of this person does not learn from their mistakes. When I tell them something that's bothering me, it seems that they don't do anything to fix it. This could have obviously rubbed you the wrong way because some of you feel like when you speak to this person, it kind of just goes through one ear and out the other, right? And so this is frustrating, especially when you're trying to explain your emotions. You're trying to explain what's going on, what's wrong, what can be altered, that sort of thing. Again, the pages in the deck are the messenger. So in reverse, it could be that this person's holding back from telling you something. And then we have the Wisest at the bottom of the deck, which is the Hierophant card. Some of you may be involved with the Taurus here. Three of Cups, Temperance. Okay. For a few of you, this could have been like a third-party situation with the Three of Cups. That's obviously not going to be the case for all of you. But then again, we see the Temperance, like we did earlier, which talks about I want to come in, I want to restore some sort of balance, right? And Judgment. Your person is willing to do something that they failed to do in the past. The Judgment talks about leaving an old way of thinking or being behind so that you can pursue the life that you want to pursue, no matter how difficult it is. So there could have been some sort of massive change that your person needed to make in the past year where they were kind of dragging their feet to do so, and now they want to make the changes, right? But do you still feel the same, right? This is the question at hand here. Because how I'm reading this spread for you guys is I'm reading both energies here, but you seem to be very focused on yourself right now. And it's because you're exhausted. It's because you feel like you were kind of pouring into everyone else's cup and you were always there for everyone, but you feel like they weren't really there for you, right? And so now you're like, you know what? I need to draw my energy back, focus on myself. And so now when I focus on myself, everyone, wants to restore some sort of balance now. And the reason why I'm saying everyone is I feel like there's more than one person here. Like if it's even though, you're inquiring about your person, while this separation occurred, you could have been going through issues with your friends or your direct family, your extended family. You had a lot on your plate is what I see, because I keep getting a persistent download of you taking time for yourself. Then we have the King of Wands again. So a lot of repetitive messages here, but I do feel like this person's extremely passionate about you. There's a high level of attraction here also. Okay, this is someone who's very fiery. They're very, attracted to you. They make you feel loved. But, what I do see here is both of your love languages differ. Okay, so this person could be very affectionate when they're with you, right? They could be very, expressive and that sort of thing. But many of you feel that, the department that they're lacking in is being completely open with their emotions. Like this is someone you obviously know they have emotions for you, but you're probably expecting more when it comes to conversing about the emotions. You feel like they're a bit held back, or again, they have a different way of expressing their love to you. Yeah, look at this, guys. Four of Cups with your card, the Chariot. This person views you as uninterested or someone who is, focused on something else at this time, right? But for many of you, you're in a very exhausted energy. It may come off as, bored or uninterested to others, but I do feel like you guys are in a very, it's like you're focused on yourself, but you're also exhausted. You know what I mean, Cancer? And again, with the Chariot, you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to let go of this. It seems that the energy that I'm tapping into right now is for those of you that are really feeling drained, like you're seeing no progress, you're tired of repetitive cycles, you're trying to create room for something new here. What's the Three of Swords? Yeah, the Empress. This person could view you as a missed opportunity here. The Empress talks about growth. It talks about someone viewing you as an ideal partner here. I feel like for many of you, this is someone you had high hopes for, right? So when you think about this bond, you did, feel like this would go far. You did, want some sort of commitment here, maybe a family dynamic, that sort of thing. But you feel like there's, this person caused you a lot of disappointment by holding back constantly. It was this energy of maybe putting forth their energy and then pulling it back. So that in and out uncertainty caused you to, or it resulted in you wanting to kind of just, not invest in this situation, or just retreat back to yourself and just keep to yourself at that. Some of you may be involved with the Libra here, but I do feel that this is someone who is wanting some sort of growth after this period of heartache or after this period of disappointing you. They do view you to be, very beautiful, very balanced in all areas of your life. The Empress is pretty much the entire package. So Page of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So this person could have been in like a Knight of Wands energy prior to the separation, and now they want to show up as a king, right? So someone who has learned from their mistakes, someone who has matured, that sort of thing. But with the Knight of Wands here, again, the main issue is the fact that this person was very in and out. This is what made you feel that, they were holding back, or they were holding back from you at times because there were things that they didn't want you to know, things that were in the unknown, right? What this person's holding back from doing right now is reaching out to you, right? Knight of Wands is someone who wants to come rushing in. They want to, they're very passionate. They want to, communicate very quickly. They feel like they need to do something, like they're very quick on their feet. But again, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is what they're holding back from doing. This is someone who is fighting the urge to reach out to you because they don't want to come off too strong, or they don't want to come off impulsive. They're trying their best to be premeditated is what I see in the cards. Bottom of the deck here, guys, we do have the World. And it's interesting because in this deck, there is a snail on the world card. So the spiritual meaning of a snail, you guys, is taking, it one day at a time, focusing on one thing at a time. So, maybe this applies to you in a sense of look at that Seven of Cups. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts when you think about the situation. But it's important that you stay grounded and focus on one thing at a time, right? Because it seems that when you start to think about the situation, it overwhelms you. There's so many different aspects of it that you think about, so many different outcomes, the way things transpired. And it could just kind of be a lot of mumbo jumbo in your brain, if you will, for lack of better terms here. But with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords, I do feel that this is someone who wants to bring forth some sort of clarity after playing some sort of mind games with you with the Seven of Cups. Cancer, the Seven of Cups is, it could be a confused individual. It could be someone who tells you so many different things that it's up to you to differentiate what they meant versus what they did not mean, right? Or what they were just saying in the spur of the moment. So this could have got very exhausting for you because you just wanted, again, going back to what I was saying, this person to be open, truthful, and you just wanted to have a civilized, conversation here. But it seems that there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of mind games, a lot of, saying one thing, doing another. And many of you feel like there wasn't enough importance on learning your love language or learning, how you like to be loved and what makes you feel safe and secure, because there is this energy of you feeling very misunderstood with that Seven of Cups. You feel like this person did not take the time to understand you as you did with them. King of Wands. What's the King of Wands? Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups. I will say, guys, this person feels like you bring them a lot of emotional fulfillment. We have the Empress here as well as the Nine of Cups. Okay, so this person definitely wants a new beginning. King of Wands. They're willing to pursue or pursue you or try this again with the Ace of Wands. They're trying to manifest an opportunity to speak to you. This is someone who realizes that you are the one that makes them happy. Empress, Nine of Cups, they're very emotionally fulfilled around you. They feel like they can speak to you about anything, confide in you about anything. And during this, period of separation, how they know they have a lot of emotions for you is their emotions have not changed. Right. So now the question at hand is, how do you feel about a new beginning? Right. Is this something that you are willing to, try again here? You do feel that there is this energy of needing to regain trust. And again, guys, I can't tell you what to do. You have free will, but I do see that your person is wanting a new beginning here because they're now realizing the depths of their emotions. Okay. So my wonderful Cancerians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.